Hello, friends. Welcome back to Universal English Learners.
I'm Mark.
And I'm Melanie. Today, we have another emotional story about a promise made between two childhood friends and what happened when one of them finally kept it many years later.
Listen slowly and let this one settle in your heart as you learn.
Let's begin. Part 1. Two children, one old tree.
In a small village, there lived two best friends, Leo and Mateo. They were both 8 years old and inseparable.
Every afternoon after school, they climbed the same old oak tree at the edge of the village, near the river.
It was their secret place, a thick, ancient tree with a wide, comfortable branch, perfect for sitting and dreaming about the future.
One warm evening, sitting on their favorite branch, Leo turned to Mateo with a serious expression.
Mateo, when we grow up, let's promise something.
What kind of promise?
No matter where life takes us, no matter how far apart we live, every 10 years on this exact day, we come back here to this tree.
Even if we're old men?
Especially if we're old men.
They both laughed, shook hands solemnly like grown men making an important deal, and carved their initials into the tree's thick bark, L+M.
Neither boy fully understood at that moment just how much life would eventually test that small promise.
Part 2. Life pulls them apart. When Leo and Mateo turned 18, Leo's family moved to a distant city for his father's new job.
The two friends promised to write letters, to call whenever possible, and for a while they did.
But life, as it often does, slowly filled the space between them. Leo studied engineering. Mateo took over his family's small farm.
10 years passed. On the exact date of their promise, Leo remembered, but he was overwhelmed with his new job and told himself, next time. I'll go next time.
Mateo waited by the old oak tree that evening, alone, watching the road, hoping to see his old friend's familiar face.
Maybe he forgot. Life gets busy.
He didn't feel angry, just a small, quiet sadness, the kind that settles gently, without dramatic tears.
20 years passed. Both men now had their own families, their own responsibilities, their own busy, complicated lives.
Leo thought about the promise sometimes, especially on quiet evenings, but life always seemed to demand his attention elsewhere.
The tree and the promise slowly became a fond memory, cherished but distant, like an old photograph in a forgotten drawer.
Part 3. A letter after 30 years. 30 years after that childhood promise, Leo received an unexpected letter in the mail, handwritten in familiar handwriting he hadn't seen in decades.
It was from Mateo's daughter, Sophia. Dear Leo, my father often spoke of you and of an old oak tree by the river. He passed away peacefully last spring. Among his things, I found a small wooden box with your initials carved on it and a short note that simply said, for Leo, whenever he's ready to remember.
Leo sat in complete silence, the letter trembling slightly in his hands, decades of quiet guilt rising suddenly to the surface.
I always meant to go back. I always thought there was more time.
That week, for the first time in 30 years, Leo traveled back to his childhood village.
The village had changed, new houses, new roads, but as he walked towards the river, the old oak tree still stood. Taller and wider now, but unmistakably the same.
With shaking hands, Leo found their old initials, still faintly visible in the thick, weathered bark, L+M.
He sat down slowly on the same wide branch where two young boys once made a simple, hopeful promise. I'm sorry it took so long, old friend.
He opened the small wooden box Sophia had given him. Inside was a single carved wooden bird and a short note in Mateo's familiar handwriting.
Leo, if you're reading this, you finally came back, even if it took longer than we planned. Life pulled us in different directions, but I always believed you'd return someday. Some promises don't need perfect timing. They just need to be kept, eventually, with love. Thank you for the years of friendship. Even the quiet, distant ones.
Leo sat beneath the old oak tree for a long while, tears quietly falling, holding the small wooden bird gently in his hands.
He realized something important that afternoon. The promise was never really about the exact date. It was about the love, patience, and quiet faith of true friendship, which had waited 30 years without ever truly disappearing.
Vocabulary from today's story. Let's learn some meaningful words and phrases from today's story.
Inseparable. Always together, very close. Example, the two boys were inseparable friends.
Solemnly, in a serious, sincere way. Example, they shook hands solemnly.
Overwhelmed. Feeling too much pressure or emotion at once. Example, he was overwhelmed with work.
Weathered, showing signs of age from time and exposure. Example, the tree's bark was old and weathered.
Eventually, at some later point, after some time has passed. Example, he kept his promise eventually.
Beautiful, meaningful words. Try using them in your own sentences in the comments below. Speaking practice.
Let's practice speaking some important lines from the story. Repeat after Melanie and me.
No matter how far apart we live.
I always meant to go back.
I always meant to go back.
I'm sorry it took so long, old friend. Some promises don't need perfect timing.
They just need to be kept, eventually, with love.
Beautifully done. These emotional sentences are wonderful practice for real, heartfelt conversations.
Comprehension questions. Let's check your understanding. What promise did Leo and Mateo make as children?
Why didn't Leo return to the tree after 10 years?
How did Leo learn about Mateo's passing?
What did Leo find inside the small wooden box?
Here are the answers. They promised to return to the old oak tree every 10 years.
Leo was overwhelmed with his new job and kept delaying, thinking there would be more time.
He learned through a letter from Mateo's daughter, Sophia.
He found a small carved wooden bird and a short note in Mateo's familiar handwriting.
Wonderful job. You understood a beautiful, emotional story completely in English.
That's all for today's story. We hope it touched your heart just like it touched ours.
Some promises take longer than we plan, but as Mateo's letter reminds us, love and friendship can wait patiently without ever truly fading.
If this story moved you, please share it with someone you care about, maybe even an old friend you've been meaning to reach out to.
Please like, subscribe, and click the bell for more stories like this one.
See you in the next episode of Universal English Learners.
Goodbye, and keep learning with your mind and your heart.